Here comes your pre-market summary for Thursday, July 28th. Futures back in negative territory ever so slightly the day after the Fed comes through with another 75 basis point increase to interest rates in the U.S. More key economic data coming at 8:30 this morning with Q2 GDP advanced version. We'll get that note again at 8:30. Make sure you're with us for that. Will be a market moving event. A key gauge of economic growth. That's a look at the futures right now. 0.27 for the S&P, 0.15 for the Dow, back in negative territory for the NASDAQ. But again, not huge moves right now. Still a chance to get back to the upside. Big move for crude, 2.5% for oil already in positive territory. Bitcoin and Ethereum back to the upside this morning as well. A few things of note. Yeah, all about Meta, all about Qualcomm this morning. The market overall, after a huge day, it was the biggest day for the NASDAQ specifically yesterday since April 2020. The S&P looking pretty good on the daily time frame as well. But yeah, Meta out with a not so good forecast, let's put it that way. So downside in a big way, about 5% right now for Meta shares. Some of the other advertising related social media platforms, Pinterest, one of them to the downside this morning as well. So we'll have a look at all of these social media stocks again this morning under pressure. Ford shares, on the other hand, having a nice morning here in the pre-market, higher on a decent forecast and a little bit of talk on output going forward. That was better than expected as well. So nice look for Ford here in the pre-market. TDOC getting crushed. Yeah, the pandemic darling, big loss. Much bigger than expected, much bigger on a quarter-over-quarter and year-over-year term. QCOM out with earnings this morning. That's hurting some of the chip names. There's a new deal on climate change and a clean energy bill in Washington that's helping all of the clean energy names. FCell higher here in the pre-market. ENPH also higher here after a huge day yesterday. We'll talk about those coming up. And yeah, Etsy higher as well in the pre-market after a decent report. Once again, a ton to get through this morning. Again, GDP numbers coming at 8:30. We'll bring that to you live. Join us then. Grab the watch list, guys, on its way out to you right now for free. Use a QR code or the link at the bottom of the screen. We'll see you shortly on TraderTV.Live.